Hello, and welcome everybody to the ECL Week 7 match between the Circle and 501 ES. We have the Circle on the left, 501 ES on the right. This should be a good start. You can see squads coming across the river on the right side of your screen right there. That is going to be 501 ES on the deployment. Who is going to win? Canal crossing. Well, so far it's looking like 501 ES have a really good deployment. What has happened to the Circle's deployment right here? Ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking good at all for the boys in blue. Covert Tuna going for a little ride right there. 501 ES definitely has the better rollout here on the south. Now looking at the north, we can see rockets coming out. Where is that initial Steward? Is it already deployed? No Steward here for the Circle. This is going straight in the favor of 501 ES at the start of this one here. Cap progress is halted momentarily here, as I think that is finally the Steward coming up. There we go. We'll go on top of him and ride with him into battle. He's gonna have to face something on the other side there. I think that's the Lux. The crew is out of the Lux though. Did they get the Lux stuck? Oh, that would be devastating for the Axis. We can just fly over here and check that out for you. No, looks like maybe they're just spotting. Oh, they did. Oh no, the Lux gets momentarily stuck. Crew has to hop out so they do not drown. Here we go. First light tank battle of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Lux versus Steward, shots going in. So far, no winner in this one. However, on point. So the first battle is not finished yet of the armor. However, on point. 501 ES are going to take this one. 3-2 to start this one off. Not the start the Circle we're looking for at all. A really good start here for the Spanish team. Really good on the south side, taking full control of the south. Something held up that rollout. Maybe it was a sniper, some artillery onto a truck. But with that hold up on the south, the Circle just could not compete, even though they were more or less okay on the north side. Also, this Steward really not being aggressive here. He's not able to push out as the Panzer IV will take him out. Steward's just going to go for this one takedown onto the Lux. He does get the takedown onto the Lux. That's going to be Siege, HMS name, and Arnie right there. Now, unfortunately, he didn't go aggressive enough here, so the Panzer IV is already in position on the south. He will not be able to push up and challenge 4 point. We do have a POV for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that is source code right in front of us here. We're going to hop on board and check out his POV for a few moments and see what it looks like from the first-person view.
Garrison.
Is that correct?
No, it's a bit more.
Source code going down there. You can see the wrecks of more tanks here. That's a medium dead there. I did see a rocket or a shell, sorry, from the first 76 coming out. You can see this Panzer IV is going to be retreating here. Does not want any of that smoke. Checking the map quickly to see. Yeah, we can see it's all the way at the back. Here's the 76 sniping, trying to snipe right here onto Canal crossing. all the way down here to try and get this Panzer IV. Not working out initially. Now we can see how the attack is going for the circle right here onto Canal. Very pressuring hard. There's not a lot of defense over up on runes, and that's rather concerning. Uh-oh, is Sergio. He's going to go for a little walk through the water here. I don't know if he'll be able to make it work. Nope, that did not work at all. Oh no, Sergio. Looking over at runes, we can see, yeah, nobody defending. This is very, very, very risky from the circle here. They do not want to leave this non-defended for long. Now they are containing 501s for now, but 501 should really consider redeploying a 2 or 3 second squad leads to go on a wide flank over here. Look at all this space that is open that they could easily get a transport truck through. And actually, that's exactly what's happened. Pardon me. The attack coming out right now about 500 meters away from point right here. Msua, apologies. Sultan. We got Ares 2 right here on their garrison. Now defenders are close by, not too far away. You can see that Wheat Spook is here on the flank of this one, so we'll check back in with that to see if that develops anything. Now there is some cap on the 4th point, and that, hold the phone, Villar, we missed Villar here. How did he get back here? What is he up to? Well, let's see if he gets a rotation, and we're actually going to follow on board with him if we can. Going to set up an OP in the backyard right here. All right, just waiting for a rotation into his squad right now. 50% cap progress and falling. The defenders are going to realize once they get onto point that they can easily counteract this cap with just a few bodies, so they know it's only a few bodies. That's the way they can kind of gauge roughly how many people are on point here. Villar is going to be running behind the point, possibly to go for garrisons, or to put down a friendly garrison. You can see spawn wave comes in right here. We got a big redeploy from the circle looking to clear out. Now they're all kind of collapsing right now on point, but they should start to realize where this pressure is coming from on the backside here as the cap falls. Nice redeploy into point. That's a full squad redeploy. That's exactly what you need to do when you're attacking on Hell Let Loose. Your first redeploy always has to be the maximum number, which is 5 of a rotation into the squad. If you rotate any less in, you're really not utilizing that OP to its full potential. So Score is going to be pushing on the front of this right now, gets the takedown onto Mr. Turk. That's going to alert the circle to exactly where this pressure is coming from on the backside here. That's going to allow them to formulate a plan for this defense. Now, looks like Score's going to be the only one pushing that way, and unfortunately, Mr. Sane is watching this other direction here. Gets the easy 2 takedowns right there. Oh, from the left flank here on the garrison. Ooh, that's not good. And unfortunately for 501 ES, Score's in the wrong spot right here. The garrison does not get spotted out, and if it does, they make the wrong decision. Score should be the one taking this out. He has the kit for it. He has the Panzerschreck, sorry. This is the ranged kit. You need that kit to be taking out ranged garrisons right here, and the fact that 501 ES does not utilize that is a mistake on their part. Now Score does make it pretty far into point right here and doesn't find too much resistance, but that's not helping the cause of 501 ES out at all. We're going to see Horgan actually make a push for this one right now. That could be a really big play, really risky to push across the open right here. SDG 44. Doesn't look like there's anybody to defend this though on the backside. No, this is going to be a clean take if he can take it out. Let's see. Yes, he can. Well, should probably follow that up by taking down the supplies there too, Horgan. You don't want that to be able to go up right away again, especially under pressure. But good moves here from 501 ES. And just a lucky play for Horgan. There we go. He gets it. Lucky play for him, you know, to be able to run that open space and not get taken out immediately. This is not looking good here for the circle. However, there isn't a huge amount of pressure, right? Only one squad. Traditionally, that's usually not enough to cap a point. It's usually 2, 3 squads that you want to have on the attack And right now, that second squad just is not able to penetrate right here. You can see Mary and Harry taking out one of those squad leads. And then the third one is Amusa all the way over here on the south side. So not going to be able to contribute to this attack right now onto Runes, but continuing to be a thorn in the side of the circle here from the backside, from the west side, is this 501 squad. Now, Villar doing a good job of keeping his squad up. You know, he has the OP up now. There was a Greyhound here that does get taken out. Okay. Missed that one there, but I assume he took out the OP. Yeah, so Villar is going to be doubling back to get that OP up again, and then he'll disappear into the distance. This is really good squad leading, an example of really good squad leading here. Your number one duty is to keep that OP up, and so far so good here from Villar. Now, this is not good defending from the circle here. They're not pushing to the contact, and you know what? They're about to have an even worse day on their fourth point as another squad lead is pulling up from the south side. This could be the nail in the coffin here. The defensive squad's not getting the takedowns they need here. And Janssen, I think we'll call him Janssen. I think that's how you pronounce that, the two L's. He's gonna need to get an OP up here. Falls back around, stays up. The shots miss. Oh, he does end up going down here. This is very, very tough for the circle, though. They do have a tank on point. A score, obviously, he's gotten a few shots into this one here. Could 501 ES do this with one squad? Mass redeploy comes in. Villar's trying to rotate to try and suppress this spawn. Gets one. Let's go back on board with him. They might just do it. Oh, 99%. We almost got the cap out here. Villar is on the Garrison. Misses his shots onto Grill. Does get the repeat. Dylan now peeking. Oh, gets a crucial takedown onto Villar. He's not going to be able to get that Garrison down. And at 99%, the circle managed to save this fourth point. Runes. Wow, that's cutting it very, very close indeed. Oh. Nice range shot there from Rich. Just tagging the back wheel of the Puma. Gonna load up another rocket here and peek again. Takes out the Puma. Nice move from him. Bombing run coming down onto point right here. Right onto that Garrison. That's gonna take out the Garrison. But not too many members of the circle fall. We can confirm yet Garrison is down. Still a lot of blueberries back on point, but what this does for 501 ES is alleviates a lot of the pressure that the circle is putting on their back point, allows them to push up, alleviates the pressure on the backside, and lets them kind of control the flow of the game from here on out. But as we can see, you know, the one thing that 501 AS here could have done a little better is get that second and third squads in a lot sooner. They were really late on those follow-up squads. That left Villar's squad really exposed there on point, not able to seal the deal. If only they had rotated that second squad in sooner, and that second squad had actually got an OP down maybe a little farther away from the point on the south side, they probably would have been able to cap regardless of the circle redeploys there. And that's something important that the 501's team can take in the future of this, is that they're doing things right there. They just need to follow that up with a little more pressure to be able to make it stick. Looking back onto Canal crossing, we can see the lines are being cleared here. Dark Leonis is actually behind the play right here in a 1v1. This could be really big. Does lose to LDR. So unfortunate for him there. That would have been a really nice position to kickstart a little bit of an attack and force some of this 501 ES team back. And we do see, what is this dropping over here? That's just going to be Axis supplies right there. From a distance, it looked like it might have been an airhead. Got a little excited, I think, prematurely there. You can already see the better position that 501 ES is in right here, though. They have the cemetery right now and are pushing south into Runes. Now, I don't see a whole lot else from them. You got Villar still on the backside here, causing chaos, keeping those OPs up. He's been back here for at least 15 minutes, so really good job on him, even though he did go down once or twice there, and he didn't quite clutch that Garrison takedown. you know, he's doing a good job keeping his attacking squad in a good position to pressure the point. Now, I do like this a lot better from the circle here. I don't understand why they were so slow to redeploy to the initial pressure the first time, though, considering they, you know, this is a common spot for attacks. Almost every time runes, there's going to be an OP here. So, like, how you can defend that, one easy way, too, is to just get a long-range tank. You see how that Greyhound went down right there? The Greyhound can easily hit that from back here. He can easily take that OP out with 2 or 3 well-placed shots from all the way in the back. So there's no need to push right up to it to take it out. The circle, though, doing a good job. You know, it looks like they're winning the trades right now, pushing out of runes and clearing it out. Now, they're having a little bit of an issue when they come into resistance from Villar's squad. And we'll see if they can react to this one. Go MP right here. Let's go down with him. Jesus T pushing from the opposite side right here. You can see Go MP setting up an OP. Jesus is not liking our camera position. Unfortunately, doesn't get the squad lead there in Villar, so he's going to be able to stay up for a little while longer and cause some more chaos down here. Oh, second peek. Coming in. Yes, there we go. Second time's a charm from Go MP right there. Gets the takedown. So good defending from him. They're going to push towards those contacts. Lethal looking to sneak in on the opposite side right here. Right now it's been pretty much all one-sided pressure right here from 501ES. After that bad deployment from the circle, 501 has kind of been in the driver's seat, honestly. Lethal pulling up to point. Guard is defending. Guard with an amazing play on Greyhound Night. Oh. Guard, nice tight angle there, takes out Lethal. I was waiting for the 76 to put a HE round straight through his midsection. One can dream. All right, so it looks like the attack is going to be switched up here. Now, you notice the timing and how long that took. The best teams in Head Let Loose will have applied this pressure immediately following up their southern pressure. So it's taking a little bit of time here for 501ES to get that out, but I do like this pressure. However, the issue with it is, how do they translate this into the city? Well, they should be able to, for now, and actually, taking a page possibly out of the core playbook on pushing the point. This is something we saw in the Greyhounds versus Core game. Now, where is the squad lead right here? He's nowhere to be seen. Oh, that's not good. And there is a tank here. Now, what you can do as infantry is you can ride. You can kind of, where J Suite is right here, expect these guys to go out for a satchel. You can actually get up on top of this hedgerow or this wall right there on the roof and then jump in behind as a little flanking maneuver. That's what we saw Core do with their squad lead to get a close garrison, frontline garrison up to attack runes. I wonder if we'll see it here in this little fight. Now, I can hear a Lux fighting behind us right now. What is he taking out? Looks like he might have got, what is this, a transport truck? No, it's going to be a Stewart. Lux getting the better of the Stewart over here by pumping station. Looking to break up this supported attack, at least take out the armor that was supporting the attack. Nice move from them. Gonna check back in with this push, though. 501ES getting ever closer to the point. You can see how conservative that 76 is defending right now. We're going to take a quick peek at the map right here. You can see Garrison is overrun at runes. Really no offensive pressure right now. We spoke Lonkeys. Is that Lonkeys? Lonkeys, yeah, in the backside. Recon, nobody on the artillery right now. Really at rail crossing, nobody finding a way in. We got his 276s out, one on the north, one on the south side right here. And this Garrison goes down. So close proximity Garrison going down on point. Now, where's that second Gary? Pardon me. Let's check the map once again. It's all the way in the backside here. So Horiga misses the second Gary. That's at least good for the circle to be able to redeploy in sector here. But with no Garrison on point, that's going to be very tough to defend, especially if more than one squad pushes in here. Jesuit Or sorry, I don't want to call him Jesuit. Jesus T pushes in right here. Now, unfortunately, he's going to be in front of the 76 as he pushes out right here. So he will get a face full of HMG from the driver if he tries to. Goes for the cross on the street, makes it in. Nice play from him. But can he translate this into possibly a satchel or a takedown? Well, firstly, he's going to go for guard right there as the count progress heats up. Acho Murika on the backside. What can he do with that Panzerschreck? Well, nothing yet. Oh, the tank's hiding. Okay, I was like wondering where the tank went. He's actually driven into this little alleyway here to hide. Acho's used both of his rockets, but the count progress is falling on point. All that's left on point, Lethal and Jesus T right here with both with the assault class. It's unfortunate that they just could not get any squad leads in here to get an OP up proximity to point. See, chopping out to repair, getting a little repairing done on the vehicle there. Possibly also checking for satchels. With all that smoke around, you can never be too sure. Villar, again, he's still up on the backside. An absolute menace over here. His squad consistently pressuring. Now, he is getting further and further away from the point on the backside here. So his pressure is being felt less and less. However, on that front side, this circle, not able to clear their lines, and this is looking very, very dangerous. Gilaroth, Gartor, I don't know what I'm calling him, Gator H, or Garoth, neither of which is his name. It's Gartor H. The commander of 501 ES, very close here. Hiko on point 2. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more bodies pushing in right here. You got Janssen, you got Hiko, you got the commander, Gartor. We should be seeing, you know, a 12-man push right now for point. Hiko going with a very close OP. That is not going to work out, bro. Nico clears that one fairly easily right here. And he also gets the double kill onto Hiko. Yeah, you can't be doing that. That OP is wishful thinking, especially if your whole squad isn't with you when to redeploy immediately. This would have been a much better spot for that OP up in this courtyard right here. Now you can kind of get funneled in very easily, but it gives you the space. Really what you need is that space to be able to spawn in without getting overrun immediately. Unfortunately there from the 501 ES squad lead, just kind of a poor decision on the placement of his OP. But on the north side, you can see Lethal and Isengar pushing in. Mr. Ning also coming up, so that's another squad lead in close proximity. And I wonder if this pressure on the front side will allow Villar. No, it won't. VR, apologies. Under lots of pressure here, Source Code Soldad, Rich Homie pushing in. Let's go back on board with our friend, our POV streamer of the day, Source Code here, as he looks to clear out this back line, Gary. Or sorry, OP. Ooh, finds one there. Let's hop on board.
Then we can see if it gets red or whatever.
I can hear someone.
I got kills
OP.
from south.
OP destroyed.
Okay, so we speak in game or what? Or
I don't mind.
okay, use here then.
Okay. I killed one guy in OP.
Okay, I think they come from factory or something.
There's people dying in the south over here.
Let's check out the factory.
Yeah, I'm coming with the supplies.
Yeah, just drop them right over the border.
We can't see anyone at the factory.
Okay, thanks.
I shot one guy here. Like,
Alright. Let's push it out. I got killed around the factory again.
What?
It's so hard to find their spawn. I have no clue where they're coming from.
OP's pinging again. It has to be recon then.
No, I killed the normal
Gary
OP
Holmes
before.
or
They have
the
a
OP?
Gary somewhere.
one guy at me running.
Coming back into the battle here on Runes. 30 minutes into this one. 3-2 is the score and the lead for 501 ES from Spain. A Greyhound pulling up onto Runes, trying to help this defense. This is a big attack coming on the front side. The overlapping defense not really working out too well for the circle. You can see Spayman Dylan down there on the right of your screen. On the left, you can see Bricktop, Harry, Guard over here. They're trying to meet in the middle and pincer this one off and stop this push up the middle. Now, it's not working out so well so far. I wonder how much longer they can kind of endure this pressure coming up the mid, because it's not ideal, especially if your enemy and opponent can waltz straight onto your front door here on Runes. It's very easy, and especially if these squads can get a good position, as we see what looks like a rocket snipe coming out. Oh yes, a rocket snipe coming out. Let's follow this one up. Where is this going? Boom, missing there on the rocket snipe. Ananasaz, Soviet Onion getting some smoke up with some defenses up. Let's see if that next rocket connects. You can stay watching this for a second here. The artillery squad at work. Missing there from the rocket snipe, so just a little bit off on that one. I don't know if there's no intel to let him know that he's missing. On the backside here, GoNP having a hard time. Oh, is that another rocket goes over our head right here? You like this redeploy from the north, though. This is a powerful little move right here from the circle. There's another rocket going. We can follow this one in as it goes on to the arty. Yeah, he's missing his rocket snipe right there. That is not good at all. And with no information to let him know what is going on, he's going to continue doing that. Now, Villar has rotated in and got an OP up in the key spot here. However, the first respawn goes down. Kent Brown is holding a tight angle over here. Going to be looking to push and clear out this OP. Going up against Bartito. Ooh, crucial takedown right there from the man from 501 ES, Bartito. A long-time competitive Hell Let Loose player. Very, very key takedown there to keep this OP alive. Now, Soldad has to know about this. I don't know if that's necessarily his responsibility, maybe Maori's responsibility over here on the backside, but this needs to get taken care of before it can kind of fester and spread on the backside at this point. You can immediately see Soldad rotating Maori 2. That should be taken out fairly soon. If we zoom out, we can see where VR went. He went further back here, and he's just chilling. He's got a... Oh, he's rotated it. Okay. So the OP's being rotated over onto this north side. Now, I don't know how much I love that necessarily. You can see OP is no longer there. This is just going to leave the infantry to be way more exposed on the backside. Oh, another rocket snipe going out. And again, is this going to miss? No! Beautiful. All right, rocket snipe has been connected, and it is all good there on the backside, connecting beautifully on its targets over there. Now, this is what was looking like a good defense kind of stalled out here. The circle of not being able to close that gap. Now, at the same time, 501AS really is not pushing the point. They really need to focus on getting that 6-man into the point on the strong cap of the point and holding it there, and then reinforcing it with more bodies. That's not happening so far, though. Haben gets one takedown. Soldad can be flanking over this one. Is he going to go over the wall here? No, just clearing it out. What's he going to do? Oh, one to the face. There we go. That's a little more lively from the defense here of the circle. What I want to see more of quicker reactions to these pushes. Now, again, the OP was rotated further back. I think this was a mistake here from VR. The first one we've seen so far in the game. He's gone down. His OP is still up, but surely it's going to get discovered right here. Yeah, and there it goes. Now what? Oh, never mind. I was wrong. He's a magician. I didn't see him there. I thought he'd gone down. He's already rotated his OP to the other side. Apologies for the last 10 seconds of speaking. It was undeserved. There we can see it's rotated again. Dude, this guy's a magician. How long has he been on the backside keeping his OPs up? Really, kind of a clinic of what to do as a squad lead here. Again, it's rotated. It must be driving Maori and Soldad absolutely bonkers. But just at the right time, right when the defenders get onto that OP, clear it, and think they're good, boom, it's down in another spot. Now, look at Maori. He has no clue. Soldad, no clue. They've redeployed. And here comes more pressure. Now, oh, luckily, this medium is going to get the takedown onto the road there. Just unfortunate pathing from the 501ES squad here, getting a takedown. So Maori is definitely going to have to respond to this and come back. He's not, though. Ooh, this could be a misread, possibly. Are we going to see Soldad redeploy? Soldad's going to spawn in after the... What I'm assuming is the garrison. Maybe the OP goes down. That is frustrating. That is an example of some of the like Acho. That should be not happening. Soapbox. Getting on my soapbox here. Acho's going to go on the flank to try and take out this medium. Gets one rocket in. You can't have a competitive environment where you take out a spawn and they can still spawn in for 3 seconds after. Now, it's Acho's fault for not remembering that and not looking and peeking. But ultimately, it's a silly mechanic that doesn't make any sense in a FPS game, let alone a competitive environment. On the front line again, looks like the source code is here with Mr. Choo-Choo's Covert Tuna. So there's been a little bit of a plug into that drain on the front of this little bathtub here. Another rocket artillery coming out. Have they corrected their aim? What? That rocket hit the front? Maybe it hit the top of the barrier there. And that's why they got the takedowns. I'm surprised we didn't see blown up trucks. Blown up trucks is another very popular way to make that defense work. VR up to his usual shenanigans here on the front line. Constantly keeping these circle defenders on their toes. Checking the map again to see, yeah, no attack coming out from the circle here. Mr. Sane is trying. I feel like we've been on runes on the defense the whole time with the circle. Let's go to the north side, north of pumping station here to see exactly why their attack is not working out too well. Look at how many back defending. It seems like 501 ES is almost playing for the 3-2 win right here. Look at this. You have 2 squads, 3 squad leaders on defense. Ten bodies on defense. I don't know if we can count the engineer, though, that's just riding on top, simping for this Panther. That's right, Char. Panther simp. Circle really feel like they're just holding on to this game. Considering how much of 501 ES is not even on the attack, that's kind of scary. Not quite sure exactly what this Panther's firing at right now. I think it's just infantry for now. VR looking for a rotation onto the north side of runes right here, recognizing that's where the majority of the circle are spawning in. There is a 76 in his way up here. Rocket coming into the back of the 76. 76 under threat here from the backside. 2 rockets in. Second rocket misses right there. Doesn't get a perfect connection. However, 76 is still in trouble. Is there possibly a satchel play in the cards right here over the back? Isengard looking for the satchel. Yes, he already has it. No need to look when you already have it down. Down goes the 76 right here. This is looking very, very bad for runes. Bartito, Acho, Isengard, VR, Morpheo all pushing in from the north side here. That rocket snipe coming over top of us. Bartito's going to spot out a few in Grill Squad over here. Takes out 2. Spawning in. The walls are closing in right here for the circle. Grill is going to get 1. Can he get the second right here? Onto VR. No, artillery. Ooh, VR with the camp. Onto the OP. Artillery coming in again. Can't tell if that's friendly or enemy. Honestly, right in the middle of the battle. However, as that's happening, you can see Acho, Murika, Horgan, Isengard over here too. Is Isengard going to get another one? Does he have another one? He's probably just trying to bait a run out from this crew. Unless he's already gotten the satchel down. I don't think he has though, because he just did get the other 76. Unfortunate that he didn't redeploy there to get another satchel. As this 76 is really just free in this moment. He's sitting on runes. Bombing run going to come in on the south side right here. That is a whiff. Ooh, if it ain't Janssen, if we can get Janssen right here, that would be all right. Bartito's going to stay up too. So yeah, a complete whiff of a bombing run right there. Was that was an attacking bombing run. Not a great look from 501. They completely missed the garrison over here on the south side. Spawn wave comes in. Ooh, looks like a little garrison snipe from the south side of the map too, just off by a little bit there. Uh-oh. Panther pushing up to point is going to be a problem here for the 76. 76 is facing the wrong way right now. And he goes down. Poda, Burzum, and Duk teaming up on the frontline Panther, looking to secure the point for 501ES. And that harassment, the reason the 76 was facing the other way is because of all that harassment coming in from VR squad. This actually is looking very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. The Circle are in huge trouble. Even though that bombing run did miss, Mr. Ning's squad over here on the south has taken out the garrison, is pushing on top of this OP. They're about to get this one. And if they get this OP, that is the last spawn on point here for the Circle. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 down for the count. This is probably going to be the runes here for 501ES and the 4-1 with it. Wow. This is not what I expected coming into this one, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. There's really not much else the Circle can do. Mr. Sane goes down. Source code is going to be the last one up on the point right here. He goes down too. There's nothing that the Circle can do to get back on a point. They are trying so hard. S-Tech, Blankman pushing in. No satchels to deal with this tank. Not enough bodies to get on the point. And this is going to be the 4-1 for 501ES. Taking out runes. 44 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left in this one. But it is not looking good for the Circle. There it is. 4-1. Wow, 501ES. Took quite a long time. We were talking about it. They had a lot of people on defense. If they just got that second squad in there, yeah, this is exactly what happens. The Circle couldn't close their front door, and you know what? When that Panther pulled up, it kind of kicked it down. Took out the 76. Was facing the wrong way. Took out the garrison on the south, and that was really all that was left defending. Now we got to check the map and see the last point here. We have is going to be Black Tot up at the top. You can see the reinforce going down. Not going to work out for the Circle. Black Tot is going to be the last point right here. Nobody here at all. If 501ES wanted to play fast, they could immediately airhead this. I would support an immediate airhead play from them. You can also get a really nice garrison placement up here on the north side. If we check the map right here, you can see how this is inside sector. You can actually get a garrison right here. If you combo this with a tank, it's very, very powerful. But they would have had to have some foreshadowing and prioed that push early on. Now the Circle is very close to pushing back into this one. 501ES not getting a whole lot of control right here, and we can already see that cap progress starting for the Circle as the rocket snipe continues. Again, they're missing that rocket snipe, and I don't think they have anyone. They have Ares right here. Should be calling those corrections in. You can see. We went through him. There we go. He should be able to call those corrections in. And I think he just snipes one of those guys down. But it doesn't seem like they've been getting those corrections to the rocket sniper to make those adjustments. And they continuously are missing on those snipes. Bombing run going to be coming in here for the defenders, I believe. Or for the attackers this time. The Circle's already lost. Again, going to whiff on that bombing run, though. Unless it did get a garrison on the north side here. I don't think it did, though. Yeah, you can see Isengard going to crush that OP. Take out Grill. No, there's the spawn. Okay. Was looking for that Gary. We found it. Ooh, dialed in is the Artie. Beautiful mass mass takedown right here. Oh, just missing a little bit with that second shot. Not with that rocket though. Hello. That's from the right side there. That's going to be a Rordarin. Pinpoint accurate with the artillery right here. And that's the price that 501ES is paying right now for those rocket snipes missing. The rocket snipe is not eliminating the artillery on the backside and allowing their frontline Gary to be absolutely suppressed right here. Oh, here we go. This could be juicy. Only gets half of the spawn wave. 2 squad leads are going to actually escape from that one. That's huge. 2 squad leads able to escape in here, get their OPs up, rotate some bodies back. But the artillery is absolutely devastating right here. That rocket snipe needs to get on, and it needs to get on quickly. Otherwise, the circle's just going to come straight back into this one. Now you can see Elidar and Alfred here getting their OPs up. Oh, only Alfred. Another rocket snipe going out. Let's see if it can connect on its targets this time. Yes. Okay, so it looks like that correction has been made. Now, Ananasaz still firing on that one tube. Oh, second rocket snipe coming out right here. That's going to be perfect. Okay, so good. 501ES corrects the issue, gets the rocket snipe working well. And now we're going to start to see, you can see, getting wide on the point here. Circle not able to make it work on point for them. That rocket snipe being a key point of 501's ability to hold the runes too. Let's take a look. A wide view of the battle between Black Tot and runes. You can see a little bit of a yin-yang action right here as the circle controls the south, with the north being a little bit more control of the 501ES team. There is a Stewart pulling up the middle. Jesus T, or Jesus T, might be looking for a satchel. Well, there is a Panther also here. Ooh, Panther getting a little bit confused here by this Stewart. Stewart able to pull the Panther's front. 2 rockets go into the back. That might just be the engine. No, that is actually going to be the Panther. Panther, big mistake from him. Goes a little too deep right here. Stewart able, just by virtue of driving by, to bait out that turn. And then Cobra Tuna and Rich Homie do the rest with their rockets. Okay. Good little win there for the circle. Now, can they translate this to anything else? Bronico with a kind of a madman play. He does go down there in the end, trying to drive the transport truck onto point. Not a huge fan of the pumping station garrison placement here from 501ES. I feel it's very conservative. They could have they had time. I think it's maybe just a lack of preparedness. And what I mean by that is they just weren't maybe expecting to cap the point at that time. They didn't have anybody in position. They didn't pre-place supplies over here to go wide enough quickly for a rotation, maybe not having the resources for an airhead play. Yeah, this is not a very aggressive play from them. Very kind of just trying to hold the front line maybe on this flank. And they don't seem to be pushing out from it either. You can see 76 infantry, Stewart, all kind of closing in on this position here, shelling it from both sides. Now, can Jesus T maybe get a nice little satchel off? Ooh. Speaking of nice little things, that rocket wasn't too bad. He does go down, though. Mr. Choo-Choo's on the flank, taking him out. Now, rocket from the front going to come into the Stewart there. Jesus is going to try to make a break for it on the left side of your screen. Let's go on board, see if he can get the flank off. No, he goes down. Almost. Nice try. Back on board with the Stewart right here. hurtling rockets into the spawn here on pumping station. Only a matter of time, I think, before this gets pushed. Soldad pushing front line right here. Gonna try and get inside with the 76. This could be very, very dangerous from the circle right here. Not specifically on pumping station, but if, you know, they did take out a Panther. If they can get another takedown onto a Panther and follow that up with maybe a 276 play, they do have 276s and a Stewart. They could make a very dangerous play for Canal here and flip this map in their favor. You can see Wheat Spook is there. Lonkeys is there too, getting ready. There's supplies in key spots of Canal Crossing, getting ready to set up to flip both of these points. This could be very, very dangerous for 501 ES right now. Rich Homie also in the pumping station right here. What can he get? He gets one, he gets two. Rich Homie cleaning up on the backside. Now, does he get the OP? Got to watch out for friendly Artie there. Don't want to stay outside for long. Ooh. Always, the pucker factor goes up immensely as you hear those Arties come in. I believe he did take down the garrison, with the rocket, as any first-time bazooka player will do. No reason not to. You got two shots. You can always redeploy for a tank or something of that nature. No reason not to use that weapon system on the garrison. Harry, Alter Ego, Fen pushing in. Looks like they're going to be doing for a cemetery push with Spayman on the backside. Makes sense. They have the support of those 276s, so if they can shift the fight to where they can use their HE effectively to splash onto buildings, they can use their coaxials and their main machine gun to support their infantry. Makes sense for that attack to come from this side. MG42's rat-tat-tatting in the background there. You can see the bodies dropping from the circle side. Rodarin makes a really nice play on the backside, getting two. Now, he doesn't push out to get the OP on the back, unfortunately. Is he looking back this way? He is looking to camp it. Would have liked to see him. He was just waiting. He was waiting for that spot. I don't know how. How did Yosef... How did he survive that? The rocket hit right here. He was less than a meter away from that rocket. Oh. So while that might have looked better on style points, unfortunately, the fact that he didn't push out to the south to take out that OP is going to pay, because Yosef is right there to put it back up again. Fairly frustrating, and I don't think he'll know that. He'll think he's cleared it out from Roar Darn's point of view, but unfortunate not to get both of those takedowns there. 76 has to watch out here. 501 is pushing out from the town on the flank. And you know what? He did have to watch out, but maybe 1 or 2 minutes ago, in comes a precision strike also. Oh, and just like that, both of the 76s go down. One to the satchel, one to the precision strike. 501 ES. Oh, wow. Absolutely crazy moment right there. And 50% of the combat strength of the circle is eliminated like that. Now there's no support from the north side. All they have is a Stewart, no tanks up. 501 ES could walk in with a Panther and absolutely dominate right here.
No está asomando, ¿vale? Está el conductor apuntando. Sale. Alto, que está saliendo. Nos está apuntando, ¿vale? Espérate un momento. Gartor, marca de Jig, 76 estático. Tírale precisión.
Hay 80 marcas.
Marca de Jig ligero. Está apuntándonos esperando a que salgamos. Llévatelo y te lo comes gratis. Es que vamos a hacer tradeo de tiros continuos, si no. Vale, lo va a volar Gartor, ¿vale? Estamos haciéndole de cebo.
Están entrando ya, están intentando montar Garry en la
Sí, en cuanto caiga ese 76, vamos nosotros.
Ha caído el 76.
Recula, el 76 está cagado.
76 destruido.
Muy buena, Gartor. Avanza.
Sí, volado.
Yo tengo artillería, Canal. Lo que quiere hacer, comunicación.
Finally, we're seeing a push, an aggressive push onto Black Dot. However, of course, It's not going to work out too well. No tank support. I'd love to see a Lux in this situation. Okay, I wouldn't live to see a Lux. I'd love to see a captured Stewart in this situation. The Stewarts are the best for this. Getting a Stewart behind the lines here, you could go push guard, take him out, follow up with a drop on this side, and then continue to drive the light tank around, eliminate the infantry, and support possibly a push over on this flank. Now, we do see the Stewart falling back over here. Bombing run does drop on point at the same time, also with a flank from the south. Now I see Rodarin, I see Tuna. I don't see anybody else pushing from the south. However, on the north side, you can see Alter Ego and his squad pushing, and down goes an OP. Now, can the circle come back into this one? 30 minutes to go. Still a lot of time in this one. Panzer IV on point. Fen possibly looking for the rocket or the satchel onto this P4. It's going to be the satchel. Oh, I don't love that satchel placement right there. I think, I mean, it's good for the infantry. Don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't get the tank in this situation. And it might get some friendlies too. Looks like only one friendly drops, and I'm not convinced that Ken Brown was actually taken out by Fen, considering Czech is on the backside shooting away. Oh, what a sneaky play here from Czech. Would have loved for him to go for the OP. Maybe he doesn't have any rockets on him. Still up, Czech. Oh, there's the nade. There's the nade. Kent Brown's got to run. Oh, Kent Brown gets the takedown. The nade doesn't stick onto the OP, and the spawn is safe for now. However, Ben is just camping. I mean, there's no escape right here. And from the backside, Jesus T, apologies, I'm calling him Jesuit, I'm calling him Jesus, apologies, sometimes the names trip me up. Kent Brown, the last one alive on point right there. I do like this switch up the circle, need to get more people on the point. They can't be pushing with one at a time. They can't be doing this. They got to have the squad leads get in position. They got to have rotations come out from these squads, and they got to put pressure on different angles at the same time, especially with 28 minutes left to go in this one. Now, if we look back on Blacktop, that pressure has been cleaned up for now. You can see guard Sasky pushing out right here. Nobody really except for the pumping station crew. Looks like Lebion and Sikoval are going to be pushing up the middle right now. Ooh, down goes a Panther. It's kind of an odd play from that Panther right there. However, there is another one. I think that might even be a Tiger on the north side. Ooh, Ricochet coming out from the 76. 76 getting aggressive right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a Tiger. Yes, it is a Tiger. Okay, haven't seen those in a while. Tiger hops out. Tiger missing most of its shots right there onto the 76. So that's unfortunate. Odd place. I don't know if the Panther was rotating to try and link up with this Tiger to fight. Panther just kind of exposes himself in an odd place. Gets shot in the butt by the 76, kind of reminiscent of what we saw at Runes from the other 76 earlier on. Not really in a position to support the infantry. 76 has to be careful though. Infantry all around him here. Unfortunately, Isengard. Ooh, missed there from Horgan. That was a bad miss there. Patton also going to be getting in on this action. Nice rocket. That was the first nice rocket there. Horgan missing both of his shots. Patton's going to reload on this one and look for another shot into the back. Perfect shot there from Patton. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any supplies by him to reload those rockets. However, this has pushed the 76 out of play. That 76 was rotating to deal with the Tiger. At the same time, Lebian pushing into point right now. We have to consider that Tiger also repairing on the back right here as Mr. Choo Choo's getting a shot in. Ooh, on the backside. Zenith's going to do the run out right here. Down goes one of the crew's second rocket goes in though. So Barika and Rule's going to be all alone by themselves. Now they should be able to flip this one around and repair. Okay, that's still very dangerous here. If Guard can push up and maybe get a takedown, that would be a really big win for them. Now on the front line right here, Alter Ego going up against Lebian. Alter Ego winning that fight on the defensive side of things. You can see the recon flare coming out as the circle is pushed back to their 5th point here. 25 minutes to go. That is not great news. However, the one kind of positive the circle can take away from this is that as 501 pushes out and claims the space around Blacktop, that'll open up space in the city for a redeploy. Now, the concern with that, of course, is losing the game 5-0 and not affording enough back on the backside to defend, especially if there's a quick push with, say, armor, bombing run with an airhead front line into point and you can't recover. If they get control of your HQ, they can shut down your artillery. Like, there's a lot of considerations that come out here. We'll see what happens now on the backside. Looking good. 3 tubes up right here. Kendrick hopping back on that middle one. No snipes coming in just yet. We're not seeing the tank snipe from Core that Core used. Oops. The tank snipe was up here on the back side of the axis. So they're not using a Panzer IV tank snipe. Surprising considering how effective that was at shutting down the artillery of the Greyhounds. And it looks like they've stopped on the rocket snipe for now too. Interesting. You can see how much closer. Oh, there we go. Just as I spoke. Rocket snipe missing there too. So as we can see, there is no recon right now specifically spotting out this snipe. The recon before was all the way over here to the south, was holding here. So he's not in that position where you can show exactly what's happening. Maybe snipe on the arty and take it out. Let's see, another rocket coming in. Again, missing long. Yeah, not having that intel to let the sniper know that he's missing on his shots, long, short, etc. That's going to be painful for shutting down this arty. Now we can see cap progress coming back in onto runes right here. This is looking a little better from the circle. Hans, Mr. Sane pushing up the middle. Let's follow as they try to take out Yosef and possibly get a close proximity OP up. Yosef's going to be in a really good spot to defend this if he just waits and bides his time. Looks like Mr. Sane's going to be going for an outer OP right here. In the bush, possibly in the courtyard. Mr. Sane. Oh, Soldad. Yosef rotating to Soldad right here. Can Soldad win this 1v1? No. Yosef with the takedown. Really nice from him. Don't know if Mr. Sane hears that among all the artillery. It's going to be going very aggressively right here. Oh, Mr. Sane playing with fire. And we have some cap progress on the critical sector too. Milatis also rotating here. And Mr. Sane's going to go down now. Just quickly want to check the map to see if Mr. Sane has an OP up. Yeah, he's left it a little further back. Honestly, would have preferred that OP to come maybe in here a little bit. On the edge, that affords it a little more care instead of being in the open. But still, we're having the same effect now, even though Soldad did go down. Yosef does also go down too, and the 2-squad push coming in from the south is on. You can also see Who's Afraid with control on the backside. This is going to be very promising from the circle to come back into this one. Now they do have a medium with them to absolutely pound the point. Looks like the Panzer IV does go down. Belgian Gate's going to stall that medium from helping out a lot on point. So it's going to be mostly up to the infantry. Again, not able to get those takedowns. Bombing run going to come in here. Where's that dropping? That's going to be dropping on Blacktop at the backside. Do we have possibly... Oh, this is not looking good for the circle at all. Bombing run does drop in, misses a majority of the defenders, maybe even getting one team kill here, but here comes the push from 501ES off the back of the bombing run. Harry Balson, Alter Ego Fen, Mr. Choo Choo's S-Tech defending, 2 squads pushing straight up the middle, and there is contestation on the backside. Looks like it was an airhead in the field, so it was a timed airhead. That is the most exposed airhead I think I've ever seen. However, Jon Snow is not able to take it out. Smoke goes down onto the airhead itself. Now Harry does drop, and a smoke is going to go onto the airhead. Is an open field airhead really going to get the 5-0 here for 501ES? The circle is in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Huge trouble right now. Bombing run going to drop. It's going to be on runes, though. The circle is going for a cap race that they cannot win, and it looks ever more like this is going to be a 5-0 for 501ES here. Wow. If you told me that was going to be the score before we started this one, I probably wouldn't have believed you. 501ES really showing up for this game, showing their quality in this one. And there is nobody left on Blacktop to defend. The spawn comes in on the north side. It is not close enough. And the circle are going to drop this one versus 501ES 5-0. I'm shocked that the airhead in the field worked. Surprised not to see a nade go out on the airhead too. Especially as it lands, you can see Jon Snow fell back there in the field, but just couldn't get the nade out on time. Rocket not going to connect. There's more than enough people on point right here. And yeah, this is, well, hold the phone. It was stalled momentarily as the spawn waves come in. Circle is stalling, however, with the arrival of a Lux and a Panther, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. And 501ES making a huge statement here, week 7 of the ECL, winning 5-0 against the circle.